Good evening, sir.
Very good evening, ma.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, can you shift the camera?
Yes, I will shift. That's what I'm saying.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, ma.
Sir,
Prashant.
sir, will we be completing gravitation chapter by
Yes, we.
next week?
Yes, sir. Yes, we will complete.
Then after that, can we have the test? Total full book, sir. First book will get over for us.
First, yes. Basing on.
Yes, sir. That is 6th December. We
Hmm.
can have no, sir. Because, sir, if we leave one chapter and do others, means what is the use, sir?
Okay, first book.
First book full we can have because even in school also gravitation is going on, sir. They didn't start rotational dynamics.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Today only, even in our school, they started gravitation.
What about rotation? Over?
That's not a
It's
problem
over.
for me,
It's over in our school.
but that's not a problem for me. But I'm telling, like, yes, in
Yeah.
school they have started, they are going to finish it also. I think after
Okay.
that they come to rotational dynamics, then
Hmm.
it will be balanced, correct?
Yes.
That's why I'm just giving this idea. 6th
Sure.
December.
But what we are teaching that is different. No, we are only portions I'm not completing, right?
Sir, board level, sir. Like the thing
Yeah,
is,
I understood. What
board
I'm
level at
saying,
least we can complete this.
why we are lagging. I started your class 1 month after, right? After 1 month, I started.
No, sir. Actually, we aren't really lagging. We are kind of going with the
Yes,
school
sir. We
only.
are
It's
going
fine.
with the portions. Our school started late. They
Yes.
even we missed some class, but the thing is, they are only teaching deleted portions. They
Yes,
can still finish it. That's what I'm telling, sir.
yes, sir. I adjusted, sir. Camera. What happened, sir? Yes, sir. Okay. Okay, sir. Okay. We have discussed parallel axis theorem and perpendicular axis theorem, right? Santosh, sir, I am having bad connection. Okay, Santosh. What is the formula for parallel axis theorem? What is
Sir,
the formula for parallel axis theorem?
sir, I is equal to I COM plus M A square.
What is A there?
So distance of a given particle from the center of mass.
Okay, it is perpendicular distance. Hmm? You should remember like it is perpendicular distance. That's all. It's not distance, perpendicular distance. What is the difference between parallel axis theorem and perpendicular axis theorem?
Sir, there are two main differences, I think. Sir,
Yes.
perpendicular in perpendicular axis theorem, it's only applicable for 2D and center of mass doesn't play a big role. And
Yes.
the
Yes.
reverse for the other.
Okay. So in the parallel axis theorem, it is applicable for 1D, 2D, 3D. Okay. So, and what is the use of the parallel axis theorem and perpendicular axis theorem? What is the use? What is the use of the parallel axis theorem and perpendicular axis theorem?
You can find moment of inertia net.
Yes, we can find the moment of inertia. Now look at this. Radius of gyration. Radius of gyration. Okay. Ananya, what is radius of gyration? This is denoted with letter K. Okay, radius of gyration. We will denote with letter K. Ananya, any idea?
Hello, sir.
No, sir, not exactly.
Bhargav.
Not really.
Sir, what did you do last class, sir, on Saturday?
Last class, parallel axis theorem, perpendicular axis theorem.
Okay, sir.
They are uploading, right? I think they are uploading videos. See that. Okay. Now see.
Yes, sir, I'll see.
Yeah,
Yes,
radius
sir,
of
they are
gyration. Suppose take one of the object. It is one of the object. So in this object, there is a center of mass. Okay, there is a center of mass to the object. What is the use of the center of mass? What is the use of the center of mass? Hello, anybody? What is the center of mass?
Sir, it's
Center-
a point
yeah.
in which all mass is concentrated.
At this point, okay. Now I am taking one of the axis.
Can you
Santosh.
repeat, sir?
Yeah, Santosh. So center of mass is nothing but the center of mass is a imaginary point where the total mass of the body is situated. Actually, this is imaginary point. There is no this point actually. At this point, mass can be there or cannot be, may or may not be there. But center of mass is the imaginary point where the total mass of the body is situated, concentrated at that point. Now I'm taking one of the axis. That axis I will take x comma y. This is the axis. So what I will do, I want to calculate moment of inertia of this body. Okay. One axis if we take, moment of inertia if you want to calculate, definitely one axis should be there, and what I will do, it is a perpendicular distance from the axis. Moment of inertia means mass into square of the perpendicular distance, right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here this is the point P, and here total mass is situated. From this axis is located at k distance. Come on, axis is located at k distance. This axis located k distance from the point. This point is called center of mass, not from other points. Center of mass, from where the total mass is situated, from that point k distance. So now how they define radius of gyration?
Sir,
So-
can you explain again? I couldn't hear you.
Yeah. Ananya, right? Ananya, come
So
on.
Yes,
what's
sir,
M
yes,
and
sir.
what's P?
Pratik,
Yes, so what's M and what's P?
what is M? Pratik, every time we will denote M for what?
Center
M
of
for mass, right? Yeah. Small m is the mass of any object. But when I'm mentioning capital M, that is nothing but center of mass. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is the body. Its center of mass is located at point P in the body. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is the rigid body. Now I am taking one of the axis. This axis is k distance, capital K distance from the center of mass. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now radius of
Excuse me,
gyration.
sir.
Ananya.
Sir, I
Ananya.
don't know. The screen is freezing in between and I'm not able to hear anything.
I think network once rejoin Ananya. I will
I'll
wait.
rejoin. Yeah, I'll rejoin.
Rejoin once. Siemens radius. Okay. Hello, Ananya.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. See, radius of gyration is nothing but, see, radius of gyration, nothing but K. So denoted with letter K. So what is that K now? What is the K?
Distance from the axis to the center of mass.
Don't say distance, huh? Which distance it is?
Perpendicular distance.
Perpendicular.
Perpendicular distance. Okay. So So radius of gyration is nothing but perpendicular distance. So it is the distance. Finally, it is a distance whose square is multiple with the mass. Whose square, 1 minute, Akshaya left. Whose square is multiple with the mass of the body. Mass of the body, whose square is multiple with mass of the body. Am I
Sir,
clear?
Sir, so K is nothing but the
Distance.
perpendicular
From-
distance from the axis, no, sir?
From axis to not any other point.
Sir, COM.
Center of mass. So radius of gyration is nothing but distance. Whose square? Okay. Whose square is multiple with the mass. So K square M. Mass into perpendicular distance is called what? What is mass into perpendicular distance? Ananya?
The moment.
Moment of inertia, right? I. So from this, if you want radius of gyration, I by M root equal to K. This is only radius of gyration. It is for total moment of inertia of the all particles which are present in that body and mass of all particles. You know how many particles? 1 to n in 1 to n number of particles are there. So for that all particles, moment of inertia is capital I. And all particle masses, small masses, dm plus dm plus dm, all masses is capital M. So radius of gyration is the root over moment of inertia by mass of the total body.
So
It is
what's
nothing but
definition?
it is only definition.
Oh,
It is
okay,
the
sir.
distance whose
So,
square
but you
is
told perpendicular distance.
yeah distance. So finally it is perpendicular distance only. There we can consider here. Okay, I is equal to m k square. So actually we know moment of inertia equal to mass into square of the distance. Which distance? Perpendicular distance. So from that, and this distance we can't draw like anywhere, any side. Okay, obviously we can draw perpendicularly only to the axis.
So, what is P?
P is the point. At P point. At P point, center of mass is located in the body. From that point to axis, we have taken K. So K is the distance whose square is multiple with the mass of the body. Then we will get a moment of inertia. So from the moment of inertia, radius of gyration is equal to root over I by M. So when we are talking about moment of inertia of the total body, okay, center of mass, moment of inertia of center of mass, that means we are calculating moment of inertia for all particles in the body. Okay, so when we are talking about the center of mass, that means we are talking about whatever the particles are present in that body, about all particles. That's what you have to remember. Center of mass, it gives the mass of the all particles. Center of mass behavior, it gives the behavior of the all particles. When I applied force on the center of mass, so I am applying force on each and every particle in the body.
So, but what does radius of gyration signify? I still don't understand.
It is the distance, ma. It is distance. It is the distance. Radius of gyration is nothing but distance.
And can be any rigid body, or is it necessary
Rigid body.
Is it necessary for it to be circular?
Circular not. It can be anything. Rigid body. It should be rigid body. Not only circular, sphere, plate, anything. No problem for that. Anything. So I will tell you on which it is depends.
So radius of gyration exists even for probably rectangular.
Yes,
body.
for everything. It
Okay.
exists. Radius of gyration will exist. Now look at this. SI unit is meter because it's the distance, right? So obviously meter. Dimensional formula. Dimensional formula is L1. That's all. Because it is a distance. So SI unit is meter and dimensional formula is L. C is a unit centimeters.
And it is scalar, obviously.
Yes, it is
What
scale.
is radius of gyration used for?
To calculate a perpendicular distance, the distance from the center of mass to this. Once if they have given moment of inertia and mass of the
Yes, sir.
body,
Yes,
then
sir.
we can calculate perpendicular distance.
So in school, I don't know why sir was explaining so many huge things, and like a lot of stuff for radius of gyration, like even with the definition.
Oh, it is
So,
there.
I don't know. I'm kind of confused.
Oh, is it clear? We will discuss what is there with that. Okay, it is enough mostly. Can I? Now look at this. Depends of radius of gyration. On which factors it depends? On which factor radius of gyration depends? Just a minute, Akshay left. So first one, on which factors it depends? It depends on position of the axis of rotation. It depends on position of the axis of rotation. That is the first factor. It depends on the position of the axis of rotation, where that axis of rotation is present. Second one.
So can radius? So
Yes, ma?
can radius of gyration also be called as center of gyration?
Yes, because from the center of the mass we are taking, no? Center of gyration. We can. So the distribution of mass about the axis of rotation. How that mass is distributed from the axis of
So-
rotation. Tell me, ma. Hello. It depends on temperature.
Close to me.
Hello. Hello.
Excuse me, sir. Can you hear me?
I don't know who is speaking. Voice is breaking. Nagbhushan?
Yes,
Clear, Nagbhushan, is it?
yes, sir. It's clear.
So it is depending on temperature. If temperature increases, if temperature increases, so it is, I will write temperature directly proportional to radius of gyration. The radius of gyration is K. So even it depends on the temperature also. It is,
So what is that temperature?
temperature is directly proportional to radius of gyration. When temperature increases, it increases. When it decreases, decreases. So it is independent.
Sir, how it does it depend upon temperature?
Distance always mostly it will increase when temperature is increasing. Gap between the molecules can increase.
Sir, does it mean like when temperature increases, we know that the body starts to vibrate, no, sir?
Yes,
Sir, due to that only, right?
yes, it can. Obviously, particles will vibrate, no? So it is independent
That this
of,
rigid body is anyway a solid, so it it's like with increase
yeah,
of
anyway solid,
temperature,
but temperature, when we are applying temperature,
the state will change.
it is independent on angular velocity. It does not depending on angular velocity, frequency, and time period. It does not depending on these factors: angular velocity, frequency, and time period.
So you told that it does not depend, right?
Yes,
On,
it is
yeah.
independent.
So,
Hello?
can you hear me?
Yeah, ma, tell me.
So, I mean, I asked you if radius of gyration is existing for other kind of rigid body, but then all the factors that you have listed, it is all related to a circular or spherical body.
Yes, circular or spherical body. It is this, like how much, basing on if it is very solid body, gyration will be different. For it is a ring type of object, gyration is different, because even it depending on the mass also. Why? Because root over I by m. So it is depending on mass. It is depending on position of the axis of rotation. Okay, so it is even depending on temperature also.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Tell me, ma.
Sir, like if a body starts to move, then it will have different center of mass, no, sir, compared to rest.
No. If
So,
this
like-
body is moving, its center of mass will be here only. Moving, that means
Sir,
you
but
understand? Moving. If it is move also,
like-
center of mass will be in the same position, no? Center of mass of the body, it will be always in the center, where the total mass is located.
Sir, then if we start to rotate like a fan, that
Yes.
time don't you feel that the mass is concentrated at the edges?
At the edges? No. It will exist in the center of mass only.
So then why as soon as we off the fan, still the body starts to rotate?
Inertia.
Sir, yes, sir. So inertia is dependent upon center
It
of mass.
undergoes retardation, no?
It will come retardation, but it is, what is that? Inertia. Due to inertia, it will.
Sir, mass is at the center means inertia also should be at the center only, no, sir.
Okay.
So then why this fan still rotates?
Still, it is rotating basing on the center of mass only. Still, it is rotating basing on center of mass only.
Sir, but there the center of mass.
Their moment of inertia will be there actually. There, we don't talk about the mass. We will talk about the moment of inertia. When it is rotating, it is moment of inertia, not mass.
Sir,
Tell me, ma.
sir, could you explain the distribution of mass once more?
Distribution of mass, that means body, if it is uniformly distributed mass, or it is distributed non-uniformly distributed mass. So uniform distributed mass means wherever, if it is the uniformly distributed mass, if you take 1 centimeter length, 1 centimeter breadth, 1 centimeter height cube,
Yes, sir.
how many particles are there in that? Wherever you will take the same cube, same number of particles will be there.
Okay, sir.
That is uniform distributed. Okay, means
Yes,
entire that body, if you take 1 centimeter cube anywhere, you will get the same amount, same number of particles. That is uniform distributed. Non-uniform distributed means if you take one body, if you take 1 centimeter length, 1 centimeter breadth, 1 centimeter height cube, how many particles are here? If you take the same amount of cube here, you won't get the same number of particles.
Same number. Yes.
That is non-uniform distribution.
Yes, sir. So center of gyration, I mean radius of gyration depends upon uniform.
Yes,
mass.
depending on the mass, distribution of mass.
So
How-
it varies, sir.
It varies.
The-
If it is non-uniformly distributed, center of mass also exists at somewhere, right?
Yes, sir.
So it will vary. When it's
Okay, sir.
rotating, it will vary.
So, sir,
Now Vishnu.
so radius of gyration is generally distance from the axis of rotation only, sir.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Distance from the axis of rotation to center of mass.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So it is a distance. That's what.
So,
Hello.
so what does the term gyration mean?
Gyration, distance, ma. It is distance.
The gyration also means distance.
Yes.
So isn't that radius
Just-
of gyration?
Just a minute. Gyration. Yeah, I will find out. I will tell you. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Next concept, angular momentum. Angular momentum. So what is angular momentum? We know linear momentum. Linear momentum is P equal to mass into velocity. That is what the linear momentum. Okay. So what is the relation between linear momentum and angular momentum? So linear distance
into
equal
R.
to r times angular distance.
So
Velocity,
P into R.
yes, r times omega. Acceleration, r times
Sir,
alpha. Tell me, ma.
sir, in English, gyrate means to rotate, sir.
Rotate. Okay, ma. Gyration means rotation.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So A is r times. Now we know the momentum. Tell me, ma.
So, can you repeat whatever you explained past 2-3 minutes?
Yeah. Angular momentum. Now I'm discussing about the angular momentum.
No, like from where Risha asked that what does gyration mean?
No. What is she's asking radius of gyration we discussed, right? What is it is nothing but distance.
Yeah.
In that, what is gyration? She's asking. Gyration is nothing but rotation.
Oh, yeah, sir. Again, rotation comes, right?
Rotate
So,
because we are studying
mean-
rotational dynamics. Obviously, rotation comes.
So that is why I'm again and again asking if it is necessarily a rigid body which is
So
circular or
one thing.
Yes, ma'am.
One thing. How can you say that only circular bodies can rotate? You can even rotate anything.
Any body
A
can
notebook
rotate.
can also be rotated.
Not only circular bodies. Yes, bodies can
Yeah,
rotate.
that's what, sir.
Ananya, any body can rotate. Not only circular shape bodies. Any body
yes,
can
sir.
rotate.
Yes, sir. Got
Okay.
it.
Yeah. Now it is the linear things angular. So linear momentum we will denote with P. Angular momentum is L. So angular momentum equal to R times P. Okay. Now look at this. Suppose how to write that? X-axis and y-axis. One of the particle is here. Particle mass is m. Particle mass is m. Now particle is moving its position. So it is the position, right? Position vector always we should draw from
Sir,
origin. Tell me, ma.
sir, I have a doubt.
Mm.
Sir, if momentum is mv, so shouldn't sir why isn't angular momentum m omega?
M omega. I will
Yes,
tell
sir.
you.
Why it is not m omega?
M omega.
Yes, sir. Because angular, if momentum is mv, so
Mm-hmm.
angular momentum,
I
why not
understood.
it is? Yes, sir.
Yeah, we will see. Okay. Even that type of
Sir,
formula
sir.
that we will get on. Tell me, ma.
P is angular momentum there.
Here P is linear momentum. Linear momentum. Did you
Linear
remember?
momentum.
Momentum is
Yeah,
equal to P. So angular momentum equal to R times P. Linear momentum.
Okay.
Okay. So yes, R times P. MER actually we will get angular momentum. Now look at this. One of the particle of mass M it is situated at it is the position vector, that is r. Now what happened? This particle is moving along the x direction with velocity v. This particle is moving along x direction with v velocity. Okay, look at this. Now if you want to calculate angular momentum is nothing but linear momentum. Linear momentum is mass into velocity into r. Then what is this r? What is this r?
The distance from origin.
Okay, distance from origin, but
Sir, axis of rotation, no, sir?
r is a r. Can we write r here? R is perpendicular distance. Is it the
Yes, sir.
perpendicular distance?
No, sir.
Come
No,
on.
sir.
R is r and p bar is nothing but L. Angular momentum equal to r bar cross p bar. R bar is the perpendicular distance cross p. P bar is the linear momentum. So r times linear momentum equal to angular momentum. Now mass is here, velocity. So this mass is moving with velocity v. So I want to write angular momentum to this. So can I take angular momentum m into v into r? Can I take this r? Can I write this r as
Sir,
a
we can't.
displacement, like a
No, sir,
distance?
we can't.
We can't. Why? Because it is not perpendicular distance. Body is moving in this direction. Perpendicular
Sir,
means
can
it
you
should.
explain again?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
So we have to take the distance from x-axis to p, sir.
Yes, perpendicular distance only you have to take. Okay. Yes,
Yes, sir.
perpendicular. So
And you can resolve the.
yes, we have to resolve a question.
sir.
So mass and this mass moving with velocity v. So momentum is in this direction. So momentum, and we have to take perpendicular distance. Perpendicular distance means obviously it should be like this. So perpendicular distance. Then linear momentum into perpendicular distance gives the angular momentum. So here m into v momentum, but r I can't write. Why? Because this r is not perpendicular distance. This r is not
R sin
perpendicular
theta.
distance. Yes. Now what I will do, I will write it is r cos theta, and this one is my r sin theta. So if it is r sin theta, then can I take it is r sin theta? Can I take r sin theta?
Yes, sir.
So angular momentum equal to
Yes,
mass
sir.
into velocity into r plus r sin theta. So it is the angular momentum formula. Angular momentum formula in terms of scalar. So when we are even, one more method also you can do. This
Sir,
radius you can,
dimensional formula for this is
angular momentum dimensional formula. Mass, velocity, radius. We can write dimensional formula. Mass is kg m1 L square t power minus 1. Did you understand how to write this?
Sir, it is cross product, right?
Yes, cross product. So vector, cross product gives the vector, okay? But unit vector we have to write. So it can be, if you write momentum is here in this direction and perpendicular distance is in this direction. So R to V, R to P, when you are going R to P, outward direction. Outward is nothing but K cap. If you are coming from P to R, negative, inward direction. So cross product when we are doing, ma?
Sir, what information does it give?
Which one?
Sir,
Angular.
Sir, like momentum will give quantitative information about motion, no, sir?
Here also, it is also a quantity of motion in rotation. When it is rotating, it gives the quantity of motion. How much fast it is rotating, that much of quantity it will be there.
So,
Ananya,
so I'm sorry to ask again and again, but
No
I
problem.
am getting
Yes,
disconnected.
yes.
That's why.
No
Can
problem,
you just
Ananya.
explain again?
Yes. See, Ananya. Angular momentum equal to r times linear momentum. R is a perpendicular distance. Now I am telling that one of the mass is moving with velocity. So mass into velocity is called momentum. So here there is a momentum. That momentum is in this direction. We have to write the perpendicular distance, but it is not perpendicular distance. So what
So
I will do?
what have you written? Angular momentum is r times linear momentum. So
Yes.
what is that symbol?
L. Angular
Oh.
momentum equal to denoted with letter L. Okay. So r is the perpendicular distance there. Now can I take this r is a perpendicular distance to this momentum? See this?
Yes, sir.
Momentum. Come on. Momentum is in this direction, and distance is in this direction. Can I take it as a perpendicular?
No, you have to resolve.
So I resolved it. I given it is a cos theta. It is a sin theta. So it is nothing but it is also sin theta only, right? Parallel sides. If it is sin theta, it is
Yes,
also
sir.
sin.
Yes.
So r sin theta. So it is perpendicular distance right now. It is perpendicular distance only to the momentum.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So
sir.
that's why r plus r sin theta I written. I didn't write anything.
Okay, so then R should be perpendicular to the momentum.
Yes.
Okay, got
Perpendicular distance into momentum is called angular momentum. Angular momentum is nothing but linear momentum into perpendicular distance. That perpendicular distance, to get that perpendicular distance, r I resolve into two components. So one component I given r sin theta. So if sin theta is 90, then L equal to mvr. This is the angular momentum. Angular momentum is maximum when theta equal to 90. Nagbhushnam.
Yes, sir.
L equal to m. V plus can I write r omega?
Yes, sir, we can.
Into r. So L equal to m r square. Sorry, m r square omega. Can I?
Yes, sir, we can.
What is this m r square?
Sir, I.
L equal to I omega. Can I?
Yes, sir.
So angular momentum even we can write in this method. One more formula for angular momentum. In terms of moment of inertia, and what is this omega?
Angular velocity.
Angular velocity. So angular momentum we can write in terms of mass into, you asked me, right?
Yes,
the
sir.
mass into velocity. So it is mass into velocity. Write down this. Either for problem when they have given, they can give by using linear momentum and perpendicular distance method, or they can give in this method. It is pure rotation. Clear? Write down this. Santosh.
Yes, sir.
Clear, Santosh?
Yes, sir.
One more concept. Ananya?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Did you listen, Ananya? One more
Yeah,
method
yeah,
also.
I
Okay.
got
Because
it.
wherever you are seeing V, In the V place, R omega also we can apply in the rotational dynamics. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Sir,
Now, Bhushan, tell me, ma.
sir, can you say torque as a rate of change of angular momentum?
I will give you relation. Okay. Now, one more relation. I will give you relation between torque and angular momentum. Okay.
Okay,
Let's
sir.
see. One more relation. Relation between aerial velocity. You know the velocity, but do you know what is the aerial velocity? And
Velocity at a particular region.
yes, and angular acceleration. Look at this. Relation between aerial velocity and angular acceleration. Angular acceleration is alpha. What is the aerial velocity that we have to discuss? Look at this.
So, the center of, sorry, radius of gyration is over.
Yeah, radius of gyration is okay. Over. Enough that radius of gyration. So when problems comes, then I will explain. Okay, that is enough. If they ask what is radius of gyration or formula, anything, then you can solve that. Okay, look at this. So relation between aerial velocity and angular acceleration. Suppose one of the particle is at P position initially. It is the center. Now particle reached to P2 position. So P1 to P2 it reached. So we can say that it covered area. It covered area. This is R, I will take radius. Okay, so it finally it covered the distance. And angular position is d theta, because small angle it is rotated. So I have taken as a d theta. When it is rotated d theta, even it covers area also. And
So that is P1 and P2.
Yeah, position P1 initially, after position is P2. Okay. So it is moving with velocity v. So from this d theta equal to, what can we write? It is opposite side.
P1, P2 by R.
Yeah, opposite side is P1, P2 by R. So from this P1, P2 equal to R d theta, can we? So it is nothing but R d theta. It is nothing but R d theta. Look at this, nothing is there. Circular motion also we discussed. Okay, center of mass also we discussed. It is very small topic. Position of the particle initially at OP. After some time gap, angular displacement is d theta. Linear displacement is R d theta. R d theta. When it is moving, it is called linear displacement. It is called angular displacement. So I calculated linear displacement, how much R d theta. Angular displacement is d theta. Small angle it is rotated. Okay. And
so you have written d theta is equal to P1, P2 by R.
Yes.
And then
It's opposite
P1
side
into
by
P2.
any side. Yes,
Yeah.
Opposite side by any side, right? Opposite by any side. It is also R. It is also R. So d theta equal to P1, P2 by R. P1, P2 equal to R d theta. So linear displacement is called R d theta. Okay. And this particle having definitely mass and it is moving in this direction. So momentum will be in this direction. Here P is momentum. P is momentum, and remember capital P. P is momentum. Because particle having mass and it is moving with velocity. So its momentum is P. Am I clear there? You should remember, okay? Otherwise,
Sir?
give it is x1 position, then you won't get any doubt.
Sir,
X2. Hello?
sir, can you write a little bigger, like, or can you draw a bigger diagram?
Yes, yes. It's not clear. Looking at
So
Yeah,
it's
sir.
very small. That's the thing.
It's kind of small, like it's kind of hard to understand.
Is it? Okay, okay. Camera is very clear actually. So center O, particle at position x1 initially, it reached to x2 position. So I will take it is d theta. So it covered area finally. It covered area. Now it is r and it is also r. We know that. Now this particle having mass. Yes, it having mass and it having velocity. Having mass and it having velocity. So mass into velocity is called momentum. Momentum of the particle. And it is my linear displacement, linear distance r d theta. It is my linear distance r d theta. It is angular displacement, that is d theta. Okay, so now tell me.
So there you had V before. Shall we make it into P, like momentum of particle?
Yeah, P is momentum of particle. P is momentum of
Then
particle.
the formula would change to x1, x2 by what? R.
X1, x2 by r. The positions that are positions. Okay,
Yeah,
opposite side by. Now look at this. You are seeing momentum. You know momentum is here. Is there any perpendicular distance?
Yes, sir. R is there, sir.
Okay. So momentum into perpendicular distance is called what? Momentum into perpendicular distance is
Angular
called?
momentum.
So RP, can I write RP sine 90 degrees? It will be 90, okay? It is perpendicular actually. So L equal to RP sine 90 is nothing but 1. Can we write? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So L equal to R, P means what can we write?
Sir, MV.
MV, because momentum is nothing but mass into velocity. Mass into velocity. So L equal to RMV. Again, I will change this. L equal to RM. V place, I will write R omega. So L equal to R square M omega. Again, I will change L equal to I omega. Previously, we derived even this. Can I?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now look at this. Keep in your mind like this. Now what is happening? It covered the distance. It covered even area. Area it covered. So how to calculate area? If you know the distance, can we calculate area? Tell me what is the area? Small area dA equal to half into.
Sir, we can write it as R square d theta because d theta is in radians.
D theta in radians. So half
So we
into
can write R square d theta.
half into base into height. We will write like this. That's what you told, that is only. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So we'll write like that. So dA equal to half into base into height. So finally 1 by 2 R square dt. Small area it is. We want
Yes,
aerial velocity. If you want aerial velocity, take it as equation 1. Take equation 1. Sorry, equation 2. It is equation 1 and equation 2. Take it as equation 2. First, we have calculated angular momentum. After we are calculating what is the area. So area we calculated. Let's see what is going. Can I? Yeah, it's easy. Now differentiate equation 2. Equation 2 with respect to time or with respect to dt. Differentiate equation 2 with respect to dt. If you differentiate dA by dt equal to 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is constant. What will you get? R square d theta by dt plus d theta, okay, dr square by d theta. Did you remember? Into
Yes, sir. Product rule.
we can write like this, right? What will you get here? So dA by dt.
Which one was equation 1?
Equation 1 is I equal to omega. How much? Sorry. L equal to I omega.
Okay, sir.
Shivans, what will you get here?
Sir, so after the angular momentum, that is L equal to IW, we start finding the area.
Area.
Okay.
Area. So from here we are calculating area. How much area it is covered. I calculate area. Area equal to 1 by 2 r square dt. So we
So
got.
why you finding like a very small area? Why you taking dA?
After we will get, because they are asking relation between aerial velocity. First, how much velocity is there in this area? If you find, we can integrate and we will get. Okay. First, in the small area,
Okay.
how much of velocity is there? So to calculate aerial velocity, equation 2, I differentiate dA by dt. dA by dt means what? Aerial velocity. It is nothing but aerial velocity.
Sir, P is a tangent, right?
Yes.
From X to?
Tangent.
Yes.
It is tangent. So here 1 by 2 r square d theta by dt is nothing but omega. It is the omega. What about here? Plus
2 d theta r.
2
D theta r.
2 p theta.
D theta, sir.
2 d theta dr by dt is nothing but can we write velocity? Because dr square by dt is nothing but 2r dr. To RDR. Just a minute. R square into d theta by dt plus d theta, take down r to dr square by d theta. Okay. So dA by dt.
Sir.
Sorry. Yeah.
Sir, you
sorry.
can.
Sorry. Yeah. No need. No need. No need to do that.
Yes, sir.
R is constant. R is constant.
Sir, like if we take for very small values now,
Yes.
the time error will be there, no, sir.
Yes.
Very little error.
Okay, R is even though R is constant, that's why we don't no need to take, because R is constant, no? It is moving in the circular path. R is constant.
Sir, but when you are taking for very small angle, both the R's will lie on the same line, no, sir?
Same line, even.
Sir, but the second R will be little shorter, no, sir, by some small
No.
value.
It won't be little shorter. It is radius is same for Each and wherever you will draw the
Oh,
line from the
if you
center.
draw a circle at all points,
Ah,
from center radius will be equal.
yeah, same. Equal. Radius is equal. So we will get this one. One by two. So dA by dt. Take it is equation 3. This is equation 3.
So this is a board, sir.
Yeah,
Relation.
it's for board. They can ask relation between aerial velocity and angular velocity. They can ask me. So now what I will do, equation 3 multiple and divide with m. With m. So dA by dt equal to 1 by 2 r square Wm by m. What will happen now? If I integrate and divide, if I difference, nothing, no change in the equation, but look at this.
So that will become L now, sir.
Yes. So dA by dt equal to mr square. Mr square is nothing but I mass into square of the distance I. So 1 by 2. Finally L by m. Aerial velocity and angular acceleration. So L. To m.
So
Okay.
how L?
L.
So what's L?
L is nothing but I into omega, right? From the equation 1.
Oh, okay, okay.
So
sir.
I
Got it.
equal to mr square, right?
Yes, sir.
M r square is nothing but I. I omega is nothing but L.
Yes, sir. Got it.
From the take it L. So L angular velocity. Oh.
So why are we okay, nothing.
What happened, Ananya? So dA by dt equal to L by 2m. So L is, what is the L here? Momentum.
1 second, sir.
Angular momentum.
Yeah.
Angular momentum.
Angular momentum.
Angular momentum by mass.
So you can send dt upwards and integrate both the sides. Then we will get A is equal to LT by 2m.
LT by 2m.
Yes, sir.
LT by 2m.
So
Okay.
wait. Can you explain again after the equation where you multiplied and divided by m?
I divide, okay. I multiple and divided with m. Okay. Here see. M by m. Okay.
Okay.
So m r square. What will happen? M r square. Nothing but I.
Yeah.
And omega. So I into omega is called.
Oh, okay.
1 minute, Pratik.
Sir?
Yeah, ma.
Sir, but this doesn't Sir, but this doesn't form any relation, no, sir.
Yes. Relation between aerial velocity. Okay, so relation between aerial velocity to angular momentum. Angular acceleration, not angular momentum. So L is nothing but momentum, mass into velocity by m. So again, just a second, it won't form any relation with the acceleration actually. So from this, if we take L, 2m dA by dt. L is angular momentum. dA by dt. It is aerial velocity and angular momentum. Sorry, angular momentum it is. L is angular momentum and aerial velocity.
So what is aerial velocity?
Velocity, rate of change of area. Rate of change of area is nothing but aerial velocity. Rate of change of displacement, how we will call. So rate of change of area is nothing but velocity. In that particular area, how much velocity is there? So rate of change of area is nothing but aerial velocity, right? Like that. So it is the relation between angular momentum and yes, not with angular acceleration. It won't form any with acceleration. Write down, ma. It's important. Now see the relation between torque and angular momentum. It is aerial velocity and angular momentum.
Hello?
Now torque, Pratik. Clear?
You called?
Yeah. Ananya, okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so remember this formula. It is the relation between aerial velocity. Aerial velocity means rate of change of area and to angular momentum. So we have derived that, remember. So first we will calculate area. To that area, both sides we will differentiate with the time, small dt. If we differentiate, it will become omega. So you will get equation 3. Equation 3 we will multiple and subtract, divide with m. So you will get I omega. So L is nothing but in this place you will get L. So I omega, L by m. That's all. That is only the relation. Definitely when we are solving problems, this every formula will come into that. Now relation between torque, and angular momentum. Deriving the relation between torque and angular momentum. So I will take angular momentum. Let angular momentum equal to r bar cross p bar. R bar cross p bar is the torque, sorry, angular momentum. Now both sides differentiate with time. With the time, that is dt. With the dt, differentiate with dt. What will happen now? Tell me.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Yeah.
If in exam they ask to derive this relation between torque and angular momentum.
Yes, let us consider.
And we will directly take L equal to
yes
R into
yes, for
P.
deriving the relation of the okay.
Yeah.
Then we to derive the relation between the torque and angular momentum, let us consider angular momentum equal to r bar plus p bar. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I got confused. I thought it is some other formula.
And it is for single particle. If we take for single particle, deriving the relation of for a single particle. So differentiate this equation 1 with the dt. So if you differentiate, tell me what will you get? dl by dt equal to r bar plus dp bar by dt, sorry, into plus p bar dr bar by dt. UV method.
Sir,
Yeah,
why?
because hello,
No, sir. Okay, got it.
when we are differentiating, these are the two different quantities. Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
r is different quantity and it is perpendicular to p, two different quantities. So we are differentiating with the time. So first is r, right, and dp by dt, and second one dl by p you have to write constant, and dr by dt. Okay, look at this.
dr by dt is r only, no, sir?
dr by dt, velocity,
Yes,
it gives the velocity, no? dr by dt,
okay, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir.
it gives the
Yes, sir.
velocity. Now look at this, dp by dt. So I will write like dl by dt. What is dl by dt? Change in angular position by time. What is that? Change in angular momentum by time. Linear momentum by time. dp by dt is called what?
Sir, force.
Force. Change in angular momentum by time. How much? What is that? Torque, no? It is nothing but torque.
Yes, sir.
Change in angular momentum by time is nothing but torque. So it is torque finally. And I will write r bar. So r bar, what I'm going to write, see. So dp by dt. So dp by dt means r bar equal to d mv by dt. P is nothing but mass into velocity.
Sir, why don't we write just force?
Instead of that, oh, you can write, no problem if you write also. And P bar, this I will write V bar, okay? Velocity. So dl by dt equal to r bar and force. Force only it is. Because change in linear momentum by time is called force. Plus here momentum is nothing but mass, and it is also velocity. V bar cross how much? Remember, always between these two, cross product will be there. Sorry, R bar cross and P bar cross. It is also V bar cross. So R bar cross F bar and MV bar cross V bar. So cross product between the two velocities, both are in the same direction, it will become 0. So torque equal to R bar cross F bar. So angular momentum formula,
Sir, mvr sin theta.
yes, torque is this much. So dl by dt. dl by dt means angular momentum equal to torque, right? Torque equal to dl by dt. It is only relation, torque and angular momentum. Ananya,
Yes, sir.
clear ma?
Yeah.
Okay, so dl by dt equal to r bar cross dp bar by dt plus p bar cross dr bar by dt. So dp bar by dt is nothing but actually, you no need to So dp by dt is nothing but force, because change in momentum by time is nothing but force. R bar keep like that, plus p bar, and dr bar by dt is v bar. So p bar is nothing but mv bar. The cross product I cross I equal to 0. I cross I equal to 0. J cross j equal to 0. So like that, v cross v also, it will become 0. So it is the relation between torque and angular momentum. The rate of change of angular momentum is nothing but torque. According to Newton's laws, rate of change of momentum is nothing but force. So in the angular dynamics, rate of change of angular momentum is nothing but torque. And it is actually formula only, but how to derive means we have to take. Let us consider. Nagabhushan, okay?
Yes, sir.
Sir, 1 minute.
Tell me, ma. Now see, torque equal to dl bar by dt. Okay. So dl means, what can we write in the place of L? Can we write I omega? Can we write I omega in place of L? Since L equal to I omega, we derived the relation also. So here what will happen means I d omega by dt. So I alpha equal to tau. So it is the relation between torque and angular acceleration. We have taken change in angular momentum by time. In the angular momentum place, I given I omega. I is moment of inertia, omega is the angular velocity. So I have taken common. So d omega by dt.
Sir,
Tell me, ma.
can you explain from the fourth step again?
One from here.
Yeah, from there.
Here p we can write m into v bar, right? Mass into velocity is nothing but p, right? Mass into velocity is nothing
Yes,
but
sir.
p, right? Okay, so I will write like this. Mass into velocity, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So now mass is common. Like mass, you have to write separate. So v bar cross v bar.
Yeah, I got
Both
it.
are in the same direction. So I cross I0, j cross 0, like v bar cross v bar also will become 0. So finally you will remain with the tau equal to r bar cross f bar. So after tau equal to dl bar by dt. So dl bar by dt means d equal to I omega by dt. So finally omega d omega by dt is nothing. So it is the relation between torque and angular acceleration. Now tell me, conservation of momentum, if you take the rate of change of momentum, if you don't apply any external force, the rate of change of momentum equal to 0. So momentum, change in momentum equal to 0. That means momentum equal to constant, we know. So conservation of angular momentum means what will you write? dl by dt equal to 0. If there is no any external torque on the object, dl by dt equal to 0. Then dl means change in angular momentum equal to 0. So angular momentum equal to constant. This is called conservation of angular momentum. So we derived the relation between torque and angular momentum. We derived the relation between torque and angular acceleration, and even conservation of momentum, that is.
Sir, where is application of this used?
Conservation of momentum. See, conservation of momentum when we will use
Sir, angular momentum.
conservation of angular momentum. Okay, conservation of angular momentum. Suppose one of the person is rotating by taking two objects. He is rotating. Okay, so when he is rotating, see, once its rotation will be more or less.
It'll be more.
He joined his hands.
Less.
It'll be less.
In which time it is more?
So when his hands are wide.
It is more, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Check
Oh
out.
no, sir. It's the opposite.
How is it
opposite.
more,
It's the
sir?
opposite. It's the opposite, sir.
See,
When it's
one
close,
person
it
is rotating.
rotates
Okay,
more.
when a
Yes,
person
sir.
is rotating like this, and one person is rotating like this. Once imagine.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So when he's stretching his hands, that means what he is increasing, you know? What he is increasing? So when he is stretching his hands,
Aerial
angular
velocity.
velocity, what will happen? Reduces, right?
Yes, sir. It actually reduces.
But when he is closing his hands, angular velocity will increase. Hello?
Yes, sir.
So even that
Sir, I'm
time,
not getting it, sir. I'm not getting it.
okay, we will discuss. Okay, that topic I will explain. Write down this. Okay, can I? Look at this now. Feel like one of the person, okay?
So, can you explain again that
Yeah,
dp
yeah.
by dt equal to 0, then dl by dt equal to
Yes,
0?
yeah, yes,
All
ma'am.
those
No. What is P? Tell me what is P?
momentum.
So change in momentum equal to 0. When change in momentum is 0? When external force is
momentum is
0. When
yeah.
external force is 0, F external equal to 0, that means what will happen? Change in momentum is 0, right? Rate of change of momentum is 0. If rate of change of momentum is 0, that means change in momentum also 0, because send this dt. If we send dt, it will become 0. So that means what? Change in momentum also 0. If change in momentum is 0, is it the meaning that momentum is 0? Change in momentum is 0. Is it the meaning of momentum is 0 here?
No.
Momentum is constant. Change in momentum 0 means momentum is constant. There is no any change. Similarly, it is in the linear kinematics. In angular kinematics, what will we take? L. L is angular momentum. So the rate of change of angular momentum is 0. When net torque external equal to 0. If torque external is 0, what is the torque formula? Torque equal to rate of change of angular momentum. So if torque is 0, rate of change of angular momentum also 0. If rate of change of angular momentum is 0, that means change in angular momentum also 0. If change in angular momentum is 0, it does not mean that momentum is 0. Momentum is constant. Which momentum? Angular momentum. Similar. It is linear kinematics and angular kinematics. Understand? Ananya, understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Santosh.
Yes, sir.
Understand, ma?
Yes, sir. I understood.
Now look at this. Where we have to use this. Look at this. One of the person, he is touching his hands. Okay. When he is rotating, he is touching his hands. And when he is closing. So when he is closing, what will happen? Its speed will increase or decrease?
Sir,
Increase. When he is stretching hands,
We'll slow down.
he
sir, it
slow
is
down.
slow. Yes,
So
sir.
that means what? He is applying external force, right?
Yes, sir.
If we don't do that, If you don't apply the external force,
It'll be constant.
so angular momentum is constant. Nagbhushan, clear?
Yes, sir.
And you can see the swimmers. They will in Olympics, right? Olympic games, those who are jumping from the high level, so many positions they will make. Check once in our daily life. Swimmer, when he's stretching, he can't rotate. Check once that, okay? So that if you don't apply any external force, angular momentum equal to constant. If you apply external force, angular momentum will change. Means rotation changes. When you are closing hands, angular momentum changes. But if you don't do that, if you don't apply the external force, then external torque, if you don't apply, angular momentum is constant. We will see more applications on that. So till now you have to remember. Nagbhushan, am I clear that example?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Clear, ma?
Yes, sir.
Oh, remember this, okay? We will discuss in next applications in the next class. Mostly over, okay? Mostly topic is over. So I will start gravitation also after a few examples. So don't upset in the next class. Even I will give introduction to the gravitation.
Sir, what about inertia, like moment of inertia for regular bodies?
Moment of inertia for regular bodies. Center, no? Mostly center.
Yes, sir.
Moment of inertia, mass into square of the distance. It will be in the center.
Sir, but
Tell me, ma.
regular bodies, like uniformly distributed bodies.
Yeah, I have to explain that actually, but
Yes, sir.
according to portions, I have to complete the portions, no? I will complete the gravitation, then I will come back to the topic, okay? Because
Okay,
if
sir.
I teach that gravitation, it won't get complete. Gravitation is
Okay,
small
sir.
topic only. Mostly we will complete. Uniformly distributed body is very, very important for competitive. Definitely I will explain. Okay, no doubt in that. I will explain. I don't leave any concept. But before that, I will complete this topic, gravitation. Okay. So when we are going to discuss
Okay,
about the
sir.
competitive, even I will teach the uniform. What I miss, even uniform distributed bodies, center of mass also I didn't explain properly. Some other bodies also are there to find out the center of mass. So center of mass and moment of inertia also again I will explain. Okay.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Yeah. See in the next class, man. Don't upset in the next
Thank
class.
you, sir.
I will conclude this lesson for up to boards.